Hello guys and welcome to another log of Ryudamon Dim, and for today's log we start slightly differently. This is one of the unique logs where we start with a jogress. So it's a jogress between ALPHAMON and OURYUKEN. You can do this either having OURYUKEN in the active slot and ALPHAMON in the backup slot, or you can have ALPHAMON in the active slot or OURYUKEN in the backup slot. So quite a lot of people have been asking me about how to do this jogress combination of Vital Bracelet BE. It's actually quite straightforward. You just put one of them in the active and the other in the backup, and just make sure that the one in the backup is selected as a support Digimon. It doesn't work if it's not labeled as the specific support Digimon. So once it's labeled as a support Digimon, 3 hours pass and this jogress sequence will happen. So let's take a look at this evolution, this jogress evolution. Don't worry, even if it blacks out, the screen blacks out, you can just click it and it will continue to happen unless you cancel this evolution. So this is how you press and you activate the jogress sequence and it happens. Here we go. We have ALPHAMON OURYUKEN being formed. Of course, in the earlier log you have already seen I've obtained ALPHAMON OURYUKEN, but that is ALPHAMON OURYUKEN from the DORUmon Dim. So anyway, before you continue with any technicalities, just have to say, if you're a fan of Digimon or raising virtual pets, you've come to the right channel, because this channel focuses on raising Digimon and I upload at least twice a week. So if you like such content, go ahead and slash the like and subscribe button with ALPHAMON OURYUKEN's the sword, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. Alright, let's get down to today's log. Unlike the usual, we will start with the animation that's already on the Vital Bracelet, because we already have ALPHAMON on the Vital Bracelet. So let's not just keep switching between two screens. We'll do whatever we need to document on the Vital Bracelet first, and then talk about its profile when we move on to the app. So I just want to take a quick digression here and just showcase this. So going forward, I'll just use this as a reference point if anybody needs to know how to do that jogressing. How to do it is, first you put the Digimon that you want on the active screen, and in my case just now OURYUMON was the one on the active screen and you saw the jogressing happening, right? But I'm just trying to rewind time. Now it's not possible, but basically if you look at my character setup, you can see that I have ALPHAMON in my backup slot. Interesting thing about jogress is that you need to select the other Digimon that you want to jogress with and put it in your backup slot in one of the slots here that are available. We have a few Ryudamon here in the making, and ALPHAMON was in the backup slot, and you can see it is selected as support. So how you do it, in the many backup slot characters, you need to tell the device who is my support character. The support character is also the one that will be providing supporting fire in the battle. So how do you do it is you select the Digimon that you want to label as a support character, press select and move from main to support and press support. This will change it. You can see Ryudamon has been selected as support character instead. But this doesn't help with the jogress. The jogress needs to happen, the setup needs to happen such that you select the one that you want to jogress with as a support character. So this is how I set it up. We have ALPHAMON there, and then the main character would have been OURYUMON, and just wait 3 hours and OURYUMON would jogress with the support character. And the interesting thing is this jogress will not consume the Digimon in the support lab. So as you can see, evidently ALPHAMON OURYUKEN is already obtained here because OURYUMON has evolved from this, and we can verify that because wait, hang on, how do I do it? I remember there's a way to see its prior evolution. There we go. So this is it. This is Ryudamon, and then this is how it evolved to Hisarumon, OURYUMON, and then now it's ALPHAMON OURYUKEN. We can trace back its evolution. So this is ALPHAMON OURYUKEN evolved from OURYUMON, and ALPHAMON was in my backup slot, and as you can see, after the jogress, ALPHAMON is still here. It doesn't disappear. So this is a slightly different mechanism compared to our upcoming new digivice, which I will be documenting. Digimon Pendulum Color will operate slightly differently. You can also jogress with your Digimon in the backup slot, but in that jogress on that Digimon Pendulum, it will consume the Digimon in the backup slot. So the Digimon in the backup slot will disappear. The two Digimon will combine into one. Here, although it's visually represented that way, and ALPHAMON was seen flying into DORUmon just a few minutes ago, but as you can see, ALPHAMON is still okay and sitting there in my backup slot. It's not consumed, its data is still there, and DORUmon is the only one that evolved. Alright, that's very technical, but I hope that helps to explain and to anybody that has any questions about how to do jogressing on Vital Bracelet BE. There are still a few more DIMs that require jogressing, like our Adventure 02 DIM, as well as the ALPHAMON DIM. And that's just for me. There are a few people that are still going through the many DIM releases for Vital Bracelet BE. So I hope this helps, and I'll just be referencing to this video going forward. So any questions in my comments that mention about jogressing and how to do it, I'm just going to take this video and show it to you, right? And I hope that helps. Anyway, that's jogressing on ALPHAMON OURYUKEN. I'll also explain another tricky part about jogressing on the Vital Bracelet BE, but that will be the part on the app's codex. But let's continue with the sprite animations for now. ALPHAMON's been waiting for a very long time. His idle animation is just so still, he's just so calm, he's just standing there like, how long are you gonna make me wait, bro? Are you gonna document me? So anyway, he's looking really stern, and I still like it. It looks stern, it looks like a royal knight, it looks so regal, it looks so strong and like royal knights. Anyway, that's his idle animation. He's really cool, calm, collected. That's ALPHAMON for you. And let's see his walking animation. We can simulate that by shaking it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it should be walking now. Let's see how it walks. Oh no, it didn't walk. Hey man, I need you to walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Walk, bro. Hey, why are you not walking? He's too royal to walk. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, man. You gotta walk. You gotta walk. Show me how you walk. Why are you not walking? Okay, I'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not shaking it fast enough. Oh, does it not have a walking animation? Is that the reason why? Usually it does. Just so perplexed. Usually it has a walking animation, and there we go, finally triggered it. Wow, it took so many steps. Is it because you're royal that you need more steps than usual to start walking? Right, but that's his let me just adjust the resolution, the brightness a little, because it's a little bit bright and it's not really fully capturing how detailed is it, and now I think it's better. You can see it's super detailed. I have to say I'm very impressed with this sprite quality. ALPHAMON already looked good, but this is ALPHAMON OURYUKEN. The way it's holding that dragon sword in its hand. Speaking about dragon sword, let's talk about etymology and origin of its name. We usually talk about that. ALPHAMON OURYUKEN. So what is the derivation of his name? ALPHAMON, we already know. This is a sleeping animation. That's his sleeping animation, yeah? Looks cool. ALPHAMON, we already know it's derived from this Greek alphabet. So if you're familiar with the term, I am the Alpha and the Omega, it's a very biblical reference. Some people might get a bit touchy about it, but basically it's just saying I am the beginning and the end. I am God. So I think they drew reference from that, and they created ALPHAMON and OMEGAMON, right? The beginning and the end. The first and the last letter of the Greek alphabet. So ALPHAMON here is like the beginning, and of course OMEGAMON is the end. That's why these two Digimon are so overpowered, because their powers are godlike in the Digimon world, of course. And ALPHAMON is just one part of his name. OURYUKEN is basically the mode. So it's carrying the OURYUKEN. What is OURYUKEN? So we talk about OURYUMON's origin of his name. Oryu basically should be understood as O meaning dragon, king, and Ryu meaning dragon. So it's the dragon king, king of dragons. OURYUKEN, Ken means sword. So it's the dragon king sword, or king dragon sword, literally if you were to go in that order. OURYUKEN King Dragon Sword. So it's carrying a King Dragon Sword, the sword of dragons, the King of Dragon Sword. ALPHAMON is carrying that, and of course it makes it super powerful. Like this is its upgrade. ALPHAMON being upgraded. Imagine OmegaMon being upgraded. Right, we definitely have seen that a lot. This is, yeah, ALPHAMON's further evolution, if it's not strong enough already. So this is the punch animation. Let's see it. It's totally obliterating the punching bag here with his Ouryuken. That's a little bit of an overkill if you're training, but yeah, okay. Trying to show off your powers. ALPHAMON Ouryuken. And let's see the dash animation. It's a lot easier to trigger than a walking animation because it has less variability. You know, I didn't know how many steps you have to shake to simulate that walking animation just now. Anyway, this is the dash animation, and we will see more of this because why? We'll probably have to keep fleeing enemies, not because we are too weak for them, but because we are too strong for them, and we won't be able to capture what we need. Just like Itsudemo here is definitely going to get obliterated by our ALPHAMON Ouryuken with one swipe because it's Mega against Ultimate and it is Vaccine against Virus, so not a good choice for documentation. Ryudamon probably is a better candidate, although it's an Ultimate level Digimon and we have a Mega, or in this case Super Mega, because it's one level beyond Mega. But it's Vaccine against Vaccine, so RNG might be in our favor here. But I guess I spoke too soon. As you can see, we have landed a hit and probably the next hit is just going to kill it. Oh, okay, that's cool. It didn't. And we have a third round coming up, but it landed, and too bad, Ryudamon is dead. We didn't see the finishing move from ALPHAMON Ouryuken. Although technically we did see it in the earlier log, ironically, in Ouryumon's log. ALPHAMON Ouryuken appeared. ALPHAMON Ouryuken from my DORUmon Dim appeared and saved the battle. And provided support. So we kind of documented that in the earlier log, but I just want to do it for completeness sake, to do it within this log as well. Monzaemon probably doesn't stand a chance. I think we need a Mega level Digimon here, guys. So let's hope for one. Otherwise we'll just have to keep fleeing from these weaker enemies. Itsudemo, no, you're just gonna lose. We need somebody where we can potentially lose, ironically, because we want to capture the attack. No, Ryudamon, you already had a go and you didn't win. We need somebody stronger. Alright, Ouryumon. So it's ALPHAMON Ouryuken versus Ouryumon itself. Your predecessor. Your prior evolution. And let's see how that goes. Alright, you landed with blow. Are you gonna kill him in the second blow and we have to try this again? Alright, that's cool. Let's see the third blow. We know that the third round you still didn't land a finishing move. When do you come in? Like fourth? Oh, this is not great. This is not great at all. Alright. Even my legs are going numb. Okay, let's just try this again. I don't know how long this log is gonna be. This is an extremely long log. We haven't even captured the profile on the app. And yeah. Oh, this is not great. Oh, this is a champion Digimon. You're just gonna get smashed. We need something stronger. It's too OP. We can't do the documentation properly because ALPHAMON Ouryuken's finishing move appears so much later. Okay. Okay, this is not good. Alright, we need to be creative around this one. I'm just gonna try one more battle on a Mega. Otherwise, oh okay, let's try this again. Machine Monzaemon. Mega against Mega, but it's Vaccine against Virus. It might win, but we'll see. Yeah, okay. We have captured the secondary attack where ALPHAMON refuses to use his finishing move. We might have to change things up a bit after this battle. Perhaps ALPHAMON Ouryuken can provide his finishing move as his support character instead. Alright, there we go, there we go. Okay, oh wait, but it's ALPHAMON coming in to help ALPHAMON Ouryuken. No, and we didn't see the artwork. Alright guys, enough is enough. Enough is enough. We have to do things differently. but we did see the finishing move from ALPHAMON Ouryuken. So let's do it this way. It's not conventional, but I think this log is going nowhere if we don't do this. I'm gonna switch to this guy, Ryudamon. It's like Ryudamon is battling. Okay, maybe that's not a good idea. I know what's happening, but what can we do? We can do ALPHAMON, and we can put ALPHAMON Ouryuken as backup. So funny thing, yeah, there we go. ALPHAMON Ouryuken is the support character. When he provides support, we will see his artwork, and we will capture his main attack. Okay, Metal Tyrannomon, no. ALPHAMON is gonna just trounce you. We need somebody that ALPHAMON's gonna struggle against, and that's when your backup will kick in. We'll just try this for the sake of doing it, but after this battle, if it doesn't work, I think we kind of got the footage that we want, which is the finishing move from ALPHAMON Ouryuken, and we also have the secondary attack from the many battles that ALPHAMON Ouryuken tried. So it is just a completionist in me doing this log in this very lengthy way, because I'm so persistent in trying to get the footage that I need. Right, but we are where we are. Let's just do this. Come on, isn't there a mega Digimon that ALPHAMON can fight? All of them are too weak for ALPHAMON, that he will just finish them off before we even get the chance to feature the ALPHAMON Ouryuken here. I'm looking for DORUmon. Hello, is there a DORUmon that we can fight? We have an ALPHAMON willing to fight a data Digimon here. There we go. Alright, this is a prime candidate. Why? Because it's Mega against Mega, and it's Vaccine against Data. Right, we missed. Awesome, this is great. Why? His HP will get reduced to half, and we will get to see ALPHAMON Ouryuken come to the rescue. Right, interesting. ALPHAMON versus DORUmon. Oh, we don't get to see the support character. No. Oh, this is terrible. And my ALPHAMON just lost his very first battle here. The one that was there just to do jogressing. Oh, this is so sad. And the log is already running at 17 minutes. Okay, this is my last ditch effort. Ryudamon, you're up for battle. Right, and how many battles do you need? You need 3. Oh, you already have 3. Oh, but that's fine, your PP is low enough. I'm trying to aim for Deltamon here. So, he was cooking and getting ready to evolve to the next stage. You don't need more battles, but I need you to be featured. And let's see if we can get you some screen time. ALPHAMON coming to the rescue. ALPHAMON Ouryuken coming to the rescue. Alright, doesn't seem like you need rescuing though. You're doing fairly well on your own. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop, guys. I'm sorry. We have seen ALPHAMON Ouryuken's attacks, both primary and secondary. So I think that documentation technically is complete, but it's just the completionist in me that wants to feature his artwork as well. But we already captured that in the earlier log in DORUmon, where it made a surprise appearance. So I think this is it. For the sake of my sanity and the sake of those who are watching this video, I think we gotta stop this. But let's see Ryudamon finish his attack and see if we are able to feature anything here. But I'm not hopeful. Although Numemon is probably relatively strong, he'll probably land and yeah, okay, fine. There's no Ouryuken coming. And he's too powerful. He defeats every mega level. I guess that's something that we established. ALPHAMON Ouryuken is too OP. He doesn't feature his finishing move before killing every Digimon. So the only way to have seen him appear with his artwork, with his finishing attack, was it swooping in to defeat somebody, to provide support when its fellow Digimon teammate needed help. So yeah, unfortunately, ALPHAMON Ouryuken, we tried our best. Maybe let's try one more time. But you're probably just gonna obliterate King Itsudemo here as well. We haven't documented King Itsudemo, he's still in the works. We'll document him when he comes along. But yeah, he's just gonna trash him again. It's not for lack of trying, guys, but ALPHAMON Ouryuken just refuses to use his finishing move. See, he's just killing all of them before unleashing his finishing move. So we have that on footage. He did use his finishing move, except it was where ALPHAMON came into the rescue and they both attack at the same time. No, this is too bad. Alright, I think it's time to move to the next part of our log. It's gone on for too long. See you on the app. ALPHAMON Ouryuken. It's been amusing. Alright guys, we finally have one. I triggered a battle and yeah, there we go. Yes, we finally caught it on footage. Do you see that? Finally, I just triggered this battle for fun and just trying to see if we can finally capture the footage of him using his finishing move. And you saw that, right? So we finally did capture that footage. Oh my goodness, this is driving me nuts. So I got it. This is the OCD part of me and I finally got what I needed. So that was this finishing move. You saw the artwork and then he did his slash. So surprisingly, it took a battle against an ultimate level Digimon. Even though it's vaccine against virus, for some funny reason, his attacks didn't land consistently. And we finally reached round 4 when he unleashed his finishing move. And of course, he finished off Ryudamon. But at least we got the footage that we needed after 20 plus minutes. So there we go. Let's actually move on to the app now, shall we? See you on the app, ALPHAMON Ouryuken. Alright, and now we have ALPHAMON Ouryuken coming into the app. And let's finish up our log. As usual, we look up his profile. That is a terrible ability that we have here. Yeah, not the best. This is definitely not the best ability we can get. Not optimal at all. But it's fine, it happens. We understand it happens. It happens time to time. Anyway, this is ALPHAMON Ouryuken. We have him on the bracelet. Let's just pump it out with some vitals just to get it up to 9,999 because I like it that way. Yeah, and we'll look up his profile. And this is the part where I need to explain something technical about the Vital Bracelet BE's jawgrass mechanisms on the codex and how it impacts the entries. So take note, up till now, up until Ryudamon and DORUmon Dim, most of the jawgrass happens between Digimon within the Dim itself. So for example, Gamamon here, Proximamon is a jawgrass between Arcturus and Siriusmon. So when they both jawgrass, you get the jawgrass entry over there. But that's when it happens within the same Dim, between two Digimon within the same Dim. Same thing on Dragonic Blaze, we have Examon, which is a jawgrass between Breakdramon and Slayerdramon. So you just have to raise both of them and then just put one in backup slot and just get that jawgrassing done. But this is where it gets unique for Ryudamon and DORUmon, right? So even for Forest Guardians, you can see it's between Grand Kuwaga and Hercules Carpetary. So it's just the two Digimon from the same Dim and you jawgrass and you get this. But for Ryudamon and DORUmon, the jawgrassing Digimon are across different Dims. We have Ouryumon from the Ryudamon Dim and you have DORUmon from the ALPHAMON Dim. So if you look carefully, DORUmon, the ALPHAMON that evolves into ALPHAMON Ouryuken here, this ALPHAMON Ouryuken entry is only registered when I have ALPHAMON evolving to ALPHAMON Ouryuken, right? So ALPHAMON here would be in active slot and Ouryumon would be in a backup slot. And when that jawgrass happens, that's when this entry will appear. When this entry is recorded, Ryudamon doesn't record an entry for ALPHAMON Ouryuken. I have to do double work. I have to raise another ALPHAMON for Ouryumon to jawgrass with ALPHAMON in order to record this additional entry. So just because you raise one ALPHAMON Ouryuken, it doesn't count for both Dims. Each Dim will only register ALPHAMON Ouryuken when it is from that Dim. So you need an ALPHAMON to evolve to ALPHAMON Ouryuken to get this entry, and you need ORYUMON to digivolve and jogress to ALPHAMON Ouryuken to get this second entry. So technically, at the end of this video, I have 2 ALPHAMON Ouryuken that I had to raise. So this is very strange duplicative work, but I understand the mechanics because technically to the bracelet, this ALPHAMON Ouryuken that evolved from ORYUMON is different from the ALPHAMON Ouryuken that evolved from ALPHAMON, even though technically they are exactly the same Digimon. So this is something very technical. If you don't mind doing twice the work, then fine. The completionist in me is willing to get this jogressing done twice, and that's the reason why in the earlier log, in ORYUMON's log, before ORYUMON evolved, you saw an ALPHAMON Ouryuken because I had to raise one for DORUmon's Dim, right? And I really jogressed to just complete this entry. So now DORUmon Dim is finally complete after that extra ALPHAMON evolved to ALPHAMON Ouryuken. And in this log that I'm doing now is ORYUMON that evolved to ALPHAMON Ouryuken. So I have 2 ALPHAMON Ouryukens now just because they designed the codex this way. So yeah, a lot of technicalities here, but that's just something to take note. If you don't want to do the duplicative work, it's fine. You will just have, let's say you only have if you only evolved ALPHAMON here to ALPHAMON Ouryuken and you don't do it for Ryudamon, this ALPHAMON Ouryuken just won't appear. You will just have 22 entries here. It will be 22 out of 22. It won't be 23 out of 22. And your complete button here will just have a pink outline, just like Ryudamon's Dim here right now, rather than a green one. A green one only appears when you do that additional jogress entry. So that's the difference between the pink and the green labels. Green only appears when you have a jogress entry that is like kind of hidden, right? And if you find that hidden jogress, it gives you this additional, but just because you see pink doesn't mean that there's something hidden that you have not discovered. But yeah, this green label is just something that they added for any Dims with a jogress combination. So anything you see here, they all have a jogress combination. Even Holy Wings is a jogress between Xiangpengmon and who? Is it Dominimon? Yeah, I think it's Dominimon and Xiangpengmon that evolves to Chakramon. Yeah, so it's a jogress evolution. So anyway, if you decide not to do the duplicative work, Ryudamon just will be labeled with a pink complete button. That's it. That's the only difference. Anyway, but it's the completionist in me that wanted to do both entries. So now I have 2 ALPHAMON Ouryuken. Let's look up his profile. I've been going in circles, have I? ALPHAMON Ouryuken is the form of ALPHAMON took on after it miraculously digivolved ORYUMON into a sword, known as the Ouryuken, using a magic circle of digicode. ORYUMON is the mega form of the prototype Digimon that were used in an experiment to reach greater heights of power. Having been transformed into a sword, all of its combat ability is now channeled exclusively into offensive power. Very cool. And to swing the Ouryuken is to wield all the power of a Mega Digimon. So it's a Mega Digimon wielding the power of a Mega Digimon. Sounds very familiar. Sounds a lot like Imperial Dramon Paladin mode, isn't it? If you think about it, Imperial Dramon Fighter mode is a Mega Digimon wielding and Mega Digimon as in the form of a sword. So in that case of Imperial Dramon Paladin mode, which is incidentally right here. So Imperial Dramon Paladin mode, for those who don't know, is supposed to be a jogress between Imperial Dramon Fighter mode and Omegamon. So Omegamon turned into this Paladin blade that is white and imbued power onto Imperial Dramon Paladin mode and made it into this special Royal Knight with a Mega level sword. So that Mega Digimon turned into a sword, and it's a Mega Digimon wielding a Mega Digimon, so it's super powered. And that is very similar to what we have here on ALPHAMON Ouryuken. ALPHAMON being a Mega Digimon wielding another Mega Digimon in the form of a weapon. So very interesting. The average Digimon would no more be able to use it than to survive an attack from it. So yeah, any Digimon will not be able to wield Ouryuken except for another Mega Digimon. Makes me wonder, is it possible for Imperial Dramon to wield Ouryuken? I don't know. That would be an interesting combination, wouldn't it? But that's it for ALPHAMON Ouryuken and this very lengthy, long log thanks to ALPHAMON Ouryuken being so OP. Clearly, he has been evidenced in the fights. He is so powerful. And the interesting thing is his vitals were low. He has like 0 vitals after the Jogress. And he managed to win so many battles. This is just crazy stuff. Anyway, that's it for today's log. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please go ahead and slice up the like and subscribe button with ALPHAMON Ouryuken's Ouryuken. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!